Warning. The following video features opinions performed by professional haters. Accordingly, YouTube and the producer must insist that no one attempt to recreate or reenact any stunt or activity performed in this video. Please remember, these are just words and images on the internet. If you find yourself getting mad, the issue is with your ego, not with me. Here is the list of disbanded Counter-Strike teams from Wikipedia. As you can see, the pro Counter-Strike scene is struggling. Fans are not being given what they deserve from companies, teams, players, tournaments, and content creators. And they are voicing these frustrations. For most, it has grown stale, seeing the same names and faces. The alleged match fixing for bettors. Endless recycled content. Overall, leeching off the culture and dedicated fanbase. I am here, working hard, trying to give you the content, insight, and entertainment that Counter-Strike fans have earned. If you've watched my videos so far, you've seen that HLTV banned me for listing the worst names in pro Counter-Strike in a forum comment. It is unfortunate that their admin team can't appreciate good comedy. This is a big reason why the scene is struggling. The empowered and incumbent leaders of Counter-Strike want money, not the growth of the sport. Regardless of these old heads desperately trying to silence me, I am going to give the people the best content I can produce and expose their lies. To set the stage, I made lots of mistakes as a child. I grew up with many poor influences like Call of Duty lobbies, so you know I was a shit talker. I had to look myself in the mirror and mature. I began to see those poor influences I used to idolize. Naturally, I became what they call a certified hater. I don't actually hate them, but I strongly dislike their lack of genuine character and detest many of the things they do, mostly in service of maintaining their fraudulent wealth hoarding. My list of bad names was so controversial to HLTV admins. They think I am just a hater. So I added what I think are the best names. On top of that, I included my top 5 best and worst Counter-Strike players of all time. If you are interested, the categories for the next video in this series are athletes, musicians, movies, TV shows, games, YouTubers, streamers, politicians, and meals. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see the next video with my lists of the best and worst of all time in those categories I just mentioned. Remember, these are just words on the internet. This is for fun and respectful discussion. Without further ado, enjoy DlLlN's top 5 best and worst of all time. Counter-Strike Edition. Following the stereotype of a hater, of course I will start with the worst. First, the reason HLTV banned me and the reason for this video's creation. The worst pro Counter-Strike names. Starting at number 5. I have decided to include all normal one-word names. Examples are Summer and Try. Not interesting or creative, but at least they are easy for the casters to incorporate and pronounce. At number 4. I have chosen Kyusuke. This name is revolting to hear from the casters. It is bad in almost every way, but at least it is somewhat creative. Our number 3 pick is Azuwo. Obviously it resembles an overused meme word, and I am sure every time the casters say it, Uwu is all you can think about. The second worst name, Zaiwo. Because we all know an army of fake accounts glazing you on the internet will not make you the best. To start, it does not make sense, has extremely cringe offshooting nicknames from it, and not derived from any language I know of. On top of that, it sounds bad when the casters say it. Of course, at number 1, I have to choose Child King. Given recent developments in news, this name probably carries a lot of bad connotation to a lot of people. I understand the reference to young children who became kings of their peoples at a young age. But that does not really exist anymore. A younger casual fan could be extremely offended and unsettled by this unthoughtful name. After that, I understand how you might think I am a hater. So here is the best Counter-Strike pro names. No glazing. Number 5 on my list is Fallen. You might argue this name is too basic, but to me it is iconic and could carry many meanings. I have chosen Nico at number 4. This is a very creative and personal name. Both a mashup of his first and last name, as well as an abbreviation for his first. Most importantly, it is catchy and easy to say for casters in all languages. Number 3 is Donk. An instant classic. Not really much to say here. Get donked. Coming in at number 2 is Rops. Original, creative, easy to say, memorable. Nothing wrong with this name and no reason why it could not be considered the best. Of course, at number 1, I chose Simple. How can you argue with the GOAT? Do you agree with my lists of worst and best names in professional Counter-Strike? Or do you think I'm an idiot? Let me know in the comments. Now, get ready for DlLlN's list of the 5 worst Counter-Strike pros of all time. Remember, these are still professionals who dedicated an insane amount of time and effort into the sport. Although they are the worst performing, they still deserve some respect for competing at the highest level. Starting at number 5 we have Solek. Obviously a professional with skill, but overall one of the lowest rated, and unfortunately did become a meme for one terrible sniping performance with the AWP. Number 4, possibly the greatest coach ever, Blade. But unfortunately as a player had one of the lowest career ratings. Big brain is rarer than good aim, but he has to be on this list for poor performance. At number 3 we have Valence. Another guy who became a great coach, but just couldn't quite compete as a player with one of the lowest career ratings. Again, still deserves respect for competing at all. Number 2 is Nexa. I personally watched a decent amount of G2 games when he was on their roster. In my opinion, he is a significant part of the reason why Nico and m0NESY didn't win more, along with the other subpar players like Hunter they unfortunately chose to pair with the star duo. At number 1 we have Hundin. Not the worst player statistically. However, he has received multiple bans for engaging in dishonest behavior, essentially making his success irrelevant. If you know anything about me so far, you know I hate corruption, so this should not be surprising. Now we switch over to the best Counter-Strike pros of all time. This will definitely be controversial. Jaime is my 5th best Counter-Strike player ever. While nowhere close to the most accomplished player, his impact on the game is absolutely unquestionable. You might not like it, but he has changed the way every other Counter-Strike player approaches the game, and done it really without any stars on his teams. For me, that is deserving of a spot. For the number 4 on my list, I chose dupreeh. By far the most accomplished player in Counter-Strike history with 5 major trophies and 27 total. Hard to make this list without him, even though he has never been the most skilled, and some would argue he should be higher. In the number 3 spot is the Spray legend, Get Right. Part of the Ninjas in Pajamas' insane win streak, making 5 major finals in a row, unfortunately with only 1 win, due to how stacked the top teams were in the beginning of Counter-Strike Global Offensive. The Get Right spray is a common phrase and integral part of the Counter-Strike culture, so I felt obligated to include him based on achievements, skill, and impact on the early stages of the sport. At the number 2 spot we have Device. Many will argue he should be number 1, and I understand the argument. Ultimately, he deserves to be at least number 2 in my opinion. A long consistent career, part of what many consider to be the best team ever, and fairly impactful on the sport. Hard to argue against. At the number 1 spot, it should be no surprise I have Simple. In my opinion, he is the best competitor in Counter-Strike history. Many will knock him down for toxicity, but you don't understand. That is a byproduct of being extremely passionate and having a burning hatred for failure and losing. A major winner during the Astralis era, and doing it with what many consider to not be the best team. It is almost impossible in professional Counter-Strike to solo carry, but he did. So that is the end of the Counter-Strike edition in this video series. Hopefully you learned a little bit about the history and culture of Counter-Strike, as well as my opinions and experience as a dedicated player and student of the game. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.